Hello everyone, I'm Cody.
And I'm Liz.
And welcome to Unit 5, Unwashed and Unabashed. So maybe you can remember back to growing up when your mother would always tell you, wash behind the ear, make sure you clean under your arms and between your toes.
Yeah.
A lot of different showering habits and cultures, but we all try to stay clean in our own unique way. And one such story is about a man in Iranian province that, he hasn't showered in 60 years, according to people.
A long time.
Yeah, so 88-year-old Amu Haji, you wouldn't notice him on the spot because he kind of blends in with the ground. Because, as I said, he hasn't taken a shower or bathed in 60 years. And he sleeps and lives next to the field that he works as a farmer, and he just sleeps in a hole. A lot of people say he looks just like the ground when he's sitting there, laying there. He just blends in. Now, and some people say he drinks his water out of this kind of rusted barrel. He gets enough water. He seems to be healthy enough because he's been doing this for 60 years. But his lifestyle is not for the faint of heart.
Not for the faint of heart.
Not for the faint of heart.
So I wanted just to ask you, straight into a question about showering.
Yes.
What is the longest you've gone without taking a shower, or what's your routine?
So normally I shower every day. Sometimes twice a day in the summer if it's really hot or exercising or something like that. But I will admit that sometimes especially when I travel overseas, if I've got a couple of days after I come home, I'm sleepy and tired, and if I don't have to go anywhere, maybe 2 or 3 days, especially in the wintertime when you're not sweaty or anything like that. So 2 or 3 days is probably the longest I've gone without a shower.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
2 or 3 days. No, I can't remember back to teenage years or before that. I always kind of was not a germaphobe, but I had to shower. Okay. Because I understood sweating. I was always dirty, always active. So I always showered. I think every day, at least once. Pretty much all my life growing up. I can't recall young years, but recently actually was probably the longest. I was flying from Peru to Korea, and the whole trip took 27 hours. Right. And so that morning, adding on extra 8 hours, now I'm at 35 hours, and I think I didn't take a shower till the day after, so it was close to 42, 44 hours. No shower. And I felt oily,
Yeah. I also feel really bad. I will not go outside if I have not showered, but
I had no choice because I was on an airplane, quickly at an airport, another airplane, getting here, just went home, and just so tired I just passed out. So kind of acceptable, I guess. I didn't meet people outside of the airport.
It can't be helped.
Can't be helped, right. But now I think I went camping before for 4 or 5 days, but I washed in the lake.
You were able to shower? Okay.
No, it's not a shower. I had a little bit of soap. Just put it on and jumped in the lake.
I mean, just water is good enough.
Rinse it off.
Yeah.
Get rid of some smell.
But that reminds me, I actually went to a Woodstock revival in the 2099, sometime around there, and that was 2 to 3 days, being out in the dust in the summer with no showers. So that,
Even no lake, no river?
No lakes, no rivers, no nothing. It was pretty miserable.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun, but it was pretty miserable.
I don't know if I could do that. I'm well aware of my smell, so that's why I shower once, if not twice a day now.
Lots of deodorant.
Right. But now the language focus. First up, different plus plural noun plus have plus different plus plural noun. So you'll hear that in my example sentence. Here it is. Different people have different opinions on how to lose weight.
That is true.
Everyone can agree.
No one can agree. Okay, and the second point is there is something to be said for. So for example, there is something to be said for taking a gap year or longer after high school before university to get some life experience.
Life experience is very good for people. And that's it for our preview section. We'll see you on the review.